Hey, everybody, welcome to today's show. Welcome to Advocate Information Highway. I'm your host, Anthony Lorito-Duke. We have an interesting topic for today's show, in which it is people who procrastinate. Um, this happens all too often, ladies and gentlemen. And, um, it's like if you have a really important issue that's like majorly life altering or whatever, that takes priority over everything else. Over everything else, you know. But a lot of people just want to put off important issues and procrastinate things and make things more difficult. You know, I'll give you a perfect example. It was either yesterday or the day before. Um, I got this really important notice in the mail from a government agency, and this issue was supposed to have been resolved uh, about 2 days ago. And by the time that they mailed out that this, by the time that this agency mailed out that notice, and by the time that I got the notice in the mail, it was on the day that the issue was supposed to be resolved. So I got it in the mail at the last second because these people from that agency sent out that notice extremely late. They procrastinated on sending it out, you know, and it was a really important issue. So once I got that notice in the mail, I stopped everything else that I was doing. Okay. And at that time, I was working on my website and other things for my shows. I stopped all that to deal with the issue from this notice that I got from this government agency about some of my benefits. That notice took tippity top priority over everything else, right? So I took that notice and I got on that issue so fast, right? I could have said, I'll wait till tomorrow or the next day or next week or whatever. I could have done that, but no, this notice took top priority over everything else. Everything else was secondary, right? So I immediately uh, dealt with that situation. I contacted other programs uh, of agencies that were people who were helping me to deal with that issue. So I had to email a ton of other people to deal with this issue, right? To get it corrected. I'm not the one that screwed up. I did everything that I was supposed to do. Some other people did that they were supposed to do. But this one agency screwed things up big time, right? And then on top of that screw up, they screwed up even more and sent out the notice extremely late because they procrastinated on sending out the notice. Then by the time that I got the notice, it was really, really late. So procrastinating on issues that are really extremely important, that should be at the tippity top of the list, right? Procrastinating on that causes major, major problems. Okay. Procrastinating on extremely important issues uh, causes problems in the personal life, and it should not be done at all in general. But it causes problems in the personal life, but it's also causes really major problems, and it definitely should not be done in a professional life. Okay. Now, yes, things in life do happen, but it's like uh, for so long, people just love to procrastinate on things. And they wait and wait and wait. They say, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it next week, or whatever. And they procrastinate on things that are really important. And then on top of that, they want everybody else to rush around. They want everybody else to rush around and fix what they screwed up. That's not right. You don't treat people like that. You don't treat people like that. Because let me tell you something, they'd be really pissed off if they were treated like that. They'd be really pissed off. Truth, you know. But so that wasn't fair to me. That wasn't fair to other people from other agencies that were helping me to deal with this particular issue. It's, it wasn't fair to a whole lot of people, you know. Now, when I got that notice, I stopped everything else that I was doing. I got on that issue really fast. Seriously. And I contacted the proper people that needed to be notified about the issue, and it's on them. It's on them. It's not on me anymore. I did what I had to do to get things done. Okay? And that's the proper way of doing things. Listen, no matter what place I ever worked for throughout my life, I've never did things at the last second that needed to get done. Anytime when I deal with government agencies about benefits and stuff, I do it at least a month ahead of time. A month way before it's supposed to be submitted to them. Because the rule is you're supposed to give them at least 30 days to review documents. Okay. And I mean, the 30 days is the bare minimum, but I go even like a month and a half ahead of time. And I've even had some representatives from some agencies saying, "Why did you send it to us so early for?" And my reply to them is always the same thing. I says, it gives you guys enough time to read all the documents. I'm not the type of person that sends it in a day ahead of time or a week ahead of time or 2 weeks ahead of time. I give you at least 30 days to review the documents. So that way, if there is any other issues with those documents, you have enough time to contact me, and we have enough time to get any other issue that may come up to be resolved. Seriously. And then they go, "Oh, wow, thank you." Nobody really does that. I'm like, I'm not everybody else. I walk around with a brain. I'm not one of these people that go around saying, everybody's going to jump for me at the last second. I just submitted now. You got to jump for me and fix everything right now. No, you don't treat people like that. You don't treat people like that. No. So, honestly, it's that people don't think. Like I said, they sent me that notice so late. They procrastinated on sending me the notice. Honestly, really. And then they expect everybody else to jump fast. They got to jump first, fast. You got to fix our screw up. Really? Come on. That's not the right way of treating people. That's not professional at all. And you definitely wouldn't like it if it's done back to you. Honestly. But anyways, I wanted to remind all my fans out there about the business that my husband and I have together called AWLDNY. The link to there is awldny.com. You guys could check out all the items on there. And I also wanted to remind all my fans out there about my other business, my other website that I have called Advocate Information Highway. And the link to there is AIHNY.com. Again, that is AIHNY.com. You guys can check out all the pages on there. And on the homepage of my website of Advocate Information Highway, you will see the link to my internet store on Zazzle.com, in which I designed a lot of products and they're up for sale on there. Also on the homepage of my website of Advocate Information Highway, you will see the link to my author's page on Amazon. And if you click on that link, it'll bring you to my author's page on Amazon, in which there you guys can purchase both of my books as well. And so with that, take care, everybody. Bye.